righty, we are live. Hello, my lovey. We are here with Leanne Romine, who is a spiritual meditation. God bless America. I always get it wrong. ADHD, man, it'd be rough. Leanne, won't you introduce yourself?
I'm a psychic and a manifestation mentor, and I do healing and all the things. So it's hard to put it into
Yes, I've worked
all
with
the spiritual
Leanne.
things. I'm very woo, but also very scientifically based.
Fascinating, which is how we connected because she has been a mentor to me, and I deeply appreciate her joining me so that we can all learn about chaotic energy. And it doesn't have to be a wrecking ball. Okay, energy is energy. It's not good, it's not bad. Leanne, what are your thoughts?
Well, energy in its very essence and the chaos within is where all manifestation happens. So when people say, I want to create something, or I want to build something, or I want to vision something, they instantly create a bubble of chaos.
Right.
Because without chaos, you can't create. And then when the chaos hits, we freak out and go, oh my gosh, and it triggers all the things, and the depression hits, or this hits, or that hits, and then all the things. And then you're dealing with all of that. I'm speaking from experience. I'm going through,
Right.
you and I were just talking about things going on in my life, all the chaos running around. Or we can remember chaos is our friend. Okay, there are stages of chaos.
Mhm.
And what I love to try to remember, there is so much chaos in our world. It is everywhere.
Oh, 100%. And
You
like
have to have it.
we would be stuck immobile in stasis, not able to do anything without it.
Right?
And so why not welcome it? Why not be aware that it's simply another form of energy, and things will get higgledy piggledy, and you shuffle the cards and put one
And
step
let
in
it
front
be.
of the other and keep going.
Exactly. And to utilize the chaos out there. Utilize it's
Right.
already there. You're not creating chaos.
No.
There's plenty of it to go around. So when I go into meditation to manifest and to do the things, I look in my world. Where are the bubbles of chaos that I can already utilize? I want to manifest something. I don't have to lift my life up and out. And I forget to do this because we manifest. I mean, it's not a conscious thing most of the time, it's constant.
Right.
And we forget. So I want to create this over here and I want to create it. So my world gives me the chaos. If I can stop to say, all right, where in my world is the most chaotic that I can think of right now? And that's the energy that I'm going to connect to. Not to heal it. That's the world's job. That's not my job. I put love in all the things out, but I don't have to heal anything. That energy that's already there, let me borrow some of that chaos so that I can manifest a new machine or a new this or a new that or a love or a whatever healing. Doesn't matter. It's the energy that is there. That way we're not putting out chaos or letting it come up in our own life.
100%. Because in order to change anything, there must be chaos.
Oh,
Like
and
I can't
healing.
I can't change my life unless I, do the healing work, which I've been doing ad nauseum forever.
Right?
And I
We
continue to
all have.
do because
Right?
it's the right thing to do and it's helpful for me. And something new starting is something else ending.
Exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
all the energy. And remember, chaos is always around us, just like every other freaking thing,
That's right.
right?
So when you're going through your healing and you know how that feels, when you hit that space and you go, "Oh, that was a big one. I can integrate." Instead of saying, "All right, bring up the chaos in my life," I'm going to choose to live it in meditation. I can have the same chaotic experience in here without it showing up in my world. You be the controller of that.
Hmm.
And when it does show up in your world, take a moment to step back, sort of like you did for me. It's like, whoa, that sounds like chaos. That's your friend. Step back with it and say, okay, that's the reason. Because see, our
Right.
mind wants to say, all right, our life is falling apart, or this is happening, or that's happening. Something must be bad or wrong with us. We're being told there's something wrong. That's a normal human reaction. But it's not. It's just like here, you needed to have some chaos because you wanted this
Yeah.
new thing. Have it.
Right. If you want to change something and you want something new, which is what manifestation is all about, and honestly, let's just call it awareness
Exactly.
because we
Yes.
call it manifestation and it's simply knowing what we want and being on the lookout for opportunities to get closer to that goal.
Aligning with, that is the whole thing. It's all about magnetizing and aligning more so
Yes.
than it ever is anything else. We have to have the visualization and all the things, absolutely, but none of that will ever get to you if you don't align and allow it in.
Fair.
Right?
100% fair.
Chaos will throw that alignment all out of whack. And so we're always back at step one because it's an, oh no, use it as the friend. Be able to utilize, hey, there's some
Yeah.
chaos in my life. What am I manifesting? What am I aligning with here? And
Right.
now's the time to remember, think positively, put out the affirmations, rise above the ridiculousness of the whole thing. The emotions, that's where we come from as emotion. And
Right. And I
that's
will say, emotionally connecting with whatever situation it is or thing it is that you want is really where it's at because then, at least for me, that follows with belief. The belief that you deserve it, that it is yours, it can be yours, it is yours, like present tense. And I always
absolutely.
thought that was kind of hooey, but
Mm.
it makes me feel so much better, when I'm just like, oh, heck yeah, I've got whatever the goal is, right? Like right now, I'm working in YouTube trying to get more subscribers. Hey, please
Yes.
subscribe. And
Yes.
and so I just get to pay attention to how I can do that. To what
Right.
videos can I do or things can I say? What topics? And I'm just keeping my focus aligned with that.
And if you can think of it in quantum terms, okay, and this is where the
Yes.
science comes in. There's a little bit of a between the two. But if you can think in quantum, the minute you have a thought, it manifests, it happens, it's already there. Time is a total illusion. So every outcome is possible. Where you're at emotionally is what makes the possible probable. So you just took 800 different possible realities, and emotion you're feeling brings it down into two or three. Then you
Right.
need the vision and the understanding to pick out of those of what your next steps are and how to move forward. That's what happens. It manifests instantly. We don't have to know anything. It's how we create our world. But what you're aligned with and what you experience, what your conscious mind experiences, that's where the truth really lies. And chaos is how we do that. It keeps everything going because, see, if it's flowing, it's not static. Anything that is static is not going to change. The rules
No.
of the universe say that it has to keep moving.
Right, and nature
Mhm.
abhors a vacuum, so if you don't fill your life with the things you want, it's gonna get filled by the things your brain thinks you want, that big dumb dog who's like, "Oh, you're ruminating about this heartfelt pain? I'll bring you more." Obviously, you wanna
Exactly.
think of it.
And you like that somehow. Exactly. Yes. The keeping this in here, and that's, the people that I work with, I work with some amazing people, you included.
Thank you.
The emotions, they're all emotionally based people because that's where the true intelligence lies, is
Yes.
within our emotions. So learning how to not be in control, but how to be in a healthy existence of alignment with our emotional state. Because it is impossible to say, I'm going to stay positive all the time.
Right.
Keep yourself in a positive mood and blah, 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 blah. That is BS.
Right, you can
Doesn't work
remind
that way.
yourself of joy, you can, put things in your life
Doesn't work that way.
that will invite you to feel joyous, and sometimes things suck, and that's
And they do.
okay.
But do you have the muscle built to say, even when things suck, I know how to pull in a sense of gratitude, a sense of joy, a sense of something that I feel that no matter what's going on, so that I can feel that energy long enough to bring those other possibilities closer to me. And then
Right,
when I come back from that state, then I have more of that. And our subconscious mind says, oh, you want to be positive and happy. Here's more of that. And here's more of that. And before long, that muddle is still chaotic, but it's a chaos of beauty rather than a chaos of trouble.
I love that. And I also would like to remind everyone that you find what you seek.
Even when you're not looking for it, you're going to find it.
And your brain's going to give you the things that it thinks
That's
you're
why
seeking.
depression and anxiety are so insidious, because those are emotional states of being that are so overwhelming. They happen before we can think it through.
Mm-hmm.
So that energy is always around.
Right.
So no matter what you're thinking, it's still there. And to remember that a lot of that is physiologically based. And if we can get our gut health in balance, and we can do energetic work, and we can get some body work and movement in there, and we can understand and have forgiveness for ourselves and understanding that this is a physiological thing, you can't outthink it.
Right.
But you can outfeel it. Remember that no matter how depressed I am, I can take a moment, and for me, gratitude is the big one.
Gratitude is amazing.
I'm thankful. I had the most amazing husband. I do. I am so.
He's wonderful.
He really is. He's an amazing human, and I'm blessed to have that. I can hit that, or I can just sit here and look. And my daughter-in-law brought this to me the other day. I just absolutely love it. It's just a little trinket. It's got some amethyst on it. That's all it takes. That right there just shifted everything.
And it's
now, in
something
10
that
minutes, I may be dealing with depression again. It might pop itself back up. I'm going to look around and find, you get training the brain and the emotions to pull it back in. This is choice, being able to choose how you feel, how you use the chaos in your life. Perception, choice, and keep it moving. From that point, you can literally create everything. You truly can.
I agree. And I want to stress the emotional intelligence is not something that many of us grew up with it being modeled or even aware that it existed.
Or punished when you were using it.
Yeah, what I think and how I feel is true. Well, that's a dang lie.
That's a lie.
Because what if I feel worthless and that I don't deserve to live? Depression. That's just not true.
Or the other end of the narcissist who thinks that they're the end all be all of everything.
Right.
And it's all total lies, total lies.
Yeah.
But when you hit gratitude or you hit a moment of joy, there's the realness. So but the more you can stay in that state of being, the more the chaos will mirror that state of being. It's got to be there, but can be chaos of beauty and happiness. What if you have so much good going on? You have to choose what it is that you're doing today. Thank goodness, not because you have to, but because it's fun. What is happening?
Right. What's going to happen? What am I going to make happen? How am I going to serve my highest and best self?
Exactly. On every moment. And it's not even a moral thing. It's just to exist. You know, in my understanding and belief structure, when we were created, it was a question of why, what, and we're here to experience, period. Not to live moral lives and be perfect and all that. That's human construct. We live in society, we work with things and to harm none and all of the things, yes. But our own soul is here to experience what is my creator wanting to experience through my existence. And how can I best bring that back? And it's not all going to be perfect and sun and roses. But how did I deal with that? How does that look? How does that feel? How do I affect other people when I'm in that state of being?
And I want to talk to my people who are not spiritual in a conventional
way. You don't have to be at all.
You don't. This is not about belonging to a group or, believing that this is right and that is wrong or whatever it is. This is about being aware of the energy, because that's what we are. I mean, I can still snap my fingers
and we can be the creator. There are a lot of people who believe that.
Yeah. This is mostly air. Atoms are air. Mostly.
Exactly. And even if you believe that we're in a simulation.
Interesting.
There's a creator there. Whether it's you or something else doesn't matter. None of that matters. It matters when we put our thoughts to it and our emotions.
Right.
That's why religion is such a big thing, because people feel about it. The minute you take the feeling away and you get into the essence of being, you can't lose.
And let's talk about the essence of being. I would love to follow that trail a bit more, because when we can understand that our essence, my personal essence of being, is honing into joy. I say so. I get to say so. And then I get to follow through.
Or
And
not,
that's, yeah.
but it's choice,
hmm
choice.
And we
that's
always
how
have
when
choices.
people see you and say, people talk about branding and business, it's essence.
Yeah.
What do people sense when they're around you? That is your essence.
And that's emotional.
It's an instinct. That's why good people, they say animals react in certain, it's the essence that we hold because of what we feel, what we think, what we say, what we do. All of that combines together and creates the being that we are. This physical stuff is just a tiny little bit of it, but it controls a lot, because the physiology of your body and what it does and how that brain and all the things.
Remarkable.
Yeah, it's all intertwined. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing when we can get into that state of being. Another way, when you're feeling those moments, we all have them. Life stinks. Can't get out of this. Why is this happening to me? What's this? What's that? I don't want to get up in the morning.
And there doesn't have to be a but. It can be an and at the same time. All of that is happening. I'm breathing. I'm bringing oxygen into my body for it to be picked up and put into my blood. I don't even have to think about that. It just happens.
Yes. That's why you do joy so well, because it just is. But getting our brains to cope with that concept of essence is a whole different thing, because it goes against so much of what we're taught as children. Because see, if you float around and you just be, which is what children want to do, you don't build lives and you don't make money, and we're taught not to do that. It's dangerous and all things, right? And with good reason for most of it. But getting back to that essence of just being alive.
And deserving to be.
Exactly. But not because you earned it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in earning.
You are.
Just because you are. Now, we can unearn it by behaviors that are harmful to others and all the things, but it's just an automatic given. You deserve. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have everything you could ever want. Period.
And you can believe it.
If you don't believe it, you won't have it. So for sure. Just own it. Own every bit of who you are. And
I love it.
Yeah, it's life-changing, truly life-changing. It can make, even though you have depression, or even though you have this running around, or this is an existence that you're whatever, if you can own that for 5 minutes, just own it, your life will shift.
It's huge. That's everything. And I think that is an excellent note for us to say, arrivederci. Have a wonderful week. Happy Monday. Happy whatever day it is when you're watching this. And remember, own it. See you next time.
Thank you.